Hey guys, current energy check-ins for the weekend. As we are getting ready and cozy for the winter. Hold on, speaking of cozy and comfortable, I forgot to lean. There we go. I need a little bit of lean. Yeah, we're prepping for the winter. We're making it cozier here, which means I will go back to watching the Friday video with you guys, and I will still come live randomly. I will not let you guys know. Surprise! Just to chat with you. Still, I do still want to chat with you guys and see what you're doing and what you're up to. But I will be going back to pre-recorded for Fridays. I gotta admit, it's a bittersweet type of a thing. On one hand, while I enjoy still keeping up with you guys, which I will do randomly from now on, I so freaking love it to wake up watching the video with you guys in the chat room and being on the couch and, you know, having the animals come one by one on top of the laptop while I try to be there with you guys and wake up still. So, you know, it's bittersweet. I'm still, as I said, going to be doing that, just in a different way. What is that? What is that? So, yeah, we're returning to this. We're changing things up, man. I'm good to go. I've been kind of already pre-hibernating a little bit, or whatever the hell you call it. Where it's been a rough couple of months. More than a couple. Up until recently, when my energy all of a sudden started to be like, okay, we need to go, we need to do, we need to move. So you might see some things popping up, you might see some changes that are, I mean, you already saw changes with the Friday videos, and then, you know, but other changes, you'll see some things going on, because I gotta go on with movement now. Up until this point, no, I was kind of trying to hermit, but it was very, very tough. So right now I'm kind of like, okay, we're good to go, let's go. So I started finishing up the rest of the work I needed to do to finish the basement. So I'm down there a lot these days. I might bring you with me at some point. I might go live while I try to finish up a wall I'm doing down there, or other stuff. But a lot of it right now involves cutting. Like trims, baseboards, and stuff like that. So I'll try not to do that to you guys, to take you up there while I cut through stuff. Because it's noisy. But other than that, I might, you know, when it's more of a flow of things, I might, without cutting, I might take you guys down there with me. Dreams. I don't remember the dreams lately. And other changes you'll see coming. You'll see. I'll let you guys know when things are gonna change a little bit, or you'll just see them as you go. But you'll find the changes brought from here, mothership of this channel, which is YouTube. Yeah. Train. Good. Yeah, my energy is like, let's go, let's do. So I'm ready. For what? I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no fucking clue. But let's go. Yeah. That's it. That's all there is to it. Autumn is very late, apparently. for this part of the country, because it's been pretty warm for autumn. Oh, Juno's here and Cosmo's here. The boys are out there sleeping. Train. Been kind of warm, so right now is when the leaves are starting to really change colors and start to drop. It's been a late one. It happens. Oh, the birds are going nuts today. Yeah, they're going nuts today. I don't know what's going on out there. They're so freaking random, though. They're so random, because we could have like 2-3 days of nothing, just quiet out there, and then all of a sudden you see that, which is a freaking, it's like all the birds in the neighborhood are here, and then the feeders are empty in 5 minutes, and I'm like, dude, I just filled them up 3 days ago, but nobody was here, and now I gotta refill them because they were here all day and giving those guys a spectacle. But that's I think that's all we need to talk about today, because I got nothing. I got nothing. You see this weather? Hibernation. Now that I'm ready to go, the weather's like, okay, go to bed. No, I don't wanna. What's Cosmo doing? I don't know, man. But yeah, current energy check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements: earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, a cat, a bird, I don't know, whatever you got going on. Where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be below in the description box, in the comment section, on the play bar. They will not work properly because this is pre-recorded. They will not work properly until the premiere of this video is done. So if you find yourself in the video and it says somewhere in a corner premiere, that means that if you click on the timestamp, it will not work. Once the premiere is done, then they will work. They'll fall into place. Roles can be reversed. Did I say that? I don't know. But roles can be reversed. I think that's it. Right? Girls? Who pooped? I know. I'm outing you guys. I'm trying to figure out by the smell. It's like, could it be Cosmo? Or I know, TMI, but you know your babies mostly, even by that smell. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. And I don't know, because I did see Juno going in the box, but then Cosmo still likes to go and check out what happened every time one of them is in there. It's like, oh my god. And it brings out in her the desire and the need to go. So I can't tell. I think it's Cosmo. Or Juno, or both. Sorry, girls. Anyways. There goes the robot. Oh, both of them. By the dump, the both of them did. By the drop that I heard in there. Okay, we're good to go. Earth signs, Capricorn. Wow, my it's weird. It feels like I just woke up, which I didn't, and my you know, I'm coming back to myself slowly but surely, but I kind of feel it in my fingers as if I just woke up, and it's like, no. Anyways, let us see. Cap E. On your side, you get the Devil, the King of Pentacles, the Empress. Now, the Devil would be worrisome if it were not your energy, but it is. So it's not worrisome in this case. In all actuality, I feel like you're kind of standing in your power here. You're looking sharp, you're looking like you know what you're doing, you're looking like you got your shit together there with whatever it is you're dealing with. So you're kind of on top of things. The energy attached to you, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Wands. Someone's really, really, really trying to hang on to this connection with you, whatever it is. So if it's a project you're working on with someone, someone's really, really trying to show up for it, to kind of hang on to the idea of we gotta do this together, you know? And they've been trying for a minute, but it's been very, very tough for a minute for them. So, is it catching up with you? Because from an energetic standpoint, you're kind of up here with, you know, I own my shit, I got this. They're looking like they're equally there, but maybe they think they're not. I don't know. Anyways, for the connection, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, you're equal. Energetically speaking, you're equal. Somebody here, I think this side right here, may have fallen out of that in the sense of they may view you as above or stronger or better, you know, things like that. And that's not on you, even though you are showing up in that energy. It's not on you, it's their perception, and that ultimately leads to their either self-esteem or self-worth, you know. Because from an energetic standpoint, you're side by side here. So somebody here feels a little under the weather, to say the least, and I don't think it's you. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Moon. And it's creating a little bit of discrepancy, a little bit of disconnection here, a little bit of like you're feeling it too. You feel like something's off. You can't really put your finger on it, but you feel like something's not feeling 100% right here. It almost feels like a complete disconnection, which I don't think that's the case. Let's put it as, okay, let's give you this example. You and your best friend is going through the most horrifying experience of their lives, but they're not opening up about it. So they're kind of self-isolating. So it's one of those, what do you do? You know, can you do anything? Not really. It's up to them to show up, to come out of that, you know, type of an energy. But it does create the sense of you're not connected to them anymore because they went, who knows what they did, you know, self-isolated or went within or, you know, kind of shut down. So it leaves you kind of out there. And that's what's shown up from the universe, that it gives a little bit of feeling of that. Like there's a sense of disconnection here that you may feel. But yeah, that's it. Moving on to Taurus. Blue scared the shit out of a chipmunk yesterday. I feel so sorry for them when I said I wouldn't do that again, but because if I let Blue out, like the door outside from this room is right over there, right? And Blue likes to go out because I can see pretty much everything in the backyard. If there's skunks, if there's raccoons, if there's anything out there, I can see from here. However, I can't see over there where the bird feeders are, and there's usually squirrels and chipmunks over there. But because there's been no birds for the last 2 days, I assume there's no squirrels and chipmunks. I would have to go all the way to the window to look whenever I let them out. And usually, you know, there's no problem, but Yesterday I let him out and there was one chipmunk over there. Oh my god. He didn't get him, but man, he was so... I'm like, ooh. Because the poor thing ran into the rain gutter to the side there, and it was kind of like almost horrified by the sound, like... I'm like, okay, Blue, let's go. Let's not give him a heart attack. And then I took Blue and played with him over there, and I saw him run over through, like, under the fence. I'm like, whew. Anyways, I feel so sorry for them, though. On your side, you get the Eight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Hold on. What's going on here? How do I put this? You seem to not have emotional availability for something that you usually are shown up for. Like, I'm not here for this. I'm not here for this. Then what are you here for? Like everything else but this. Is it I don't want to hear it? Is it you've had enough hearing about whatever this is over and over again? And it's like, I think we're going in that direction of, I think you've kind of gotten yourself exhausted with something here. If someone's going through something and they keep going through that something for like 10 years in a row, and they, you know, they, let's say they're your best friend, but they talk your ear out for 10 years and then nothing changes, it kind of feels like one of those where it's like, I'm not going to show up for this anymore, you know? You're deciding, yeah, no, I'm cutting this off in terms of your availability for this. Because for the most part, you are showing up for this. I mean, you would have the resources to show up for this. You just don't want to. For this particular situation. Now, okay, so the energy attached to you, the Four of Cups, the Emperor, the Eight of Wands. It could be your best friend talking about an issue they have with their spouse or something, or with their family, or, you know, because I do see talking involved about them being upset about their dynamic with, even probably maybe with you. Maybe they're upset with you. And they keep on telling you, and you're like, okay, I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm done. Okay, you're upset. Good. You know, kind of looks a little bit like that. For the connection, the High Priestess, the Temperance card, the Sun. The connection kind of says, I think it's your intuition that's popping in here and saying it's going to be okay. You know, I know in time, everything's going to be okay. Whatever the hell that means. Rain. Rainy, rain, rain. But, you're just not... Nah, you're like, nope, not today. Okay, let me see what the universe has. The Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups. Okay. Maybe you did something in the past. Maybe it wasn't even that big of a deal, but you did something, let's say. And whoever this is kind of, you know, just not letting it go. And they keep on showing up with, oh, well, remember that time when you did this, that, and they keep on mentioning it, you know, every week or something for years. Because it shows up a little bit like that, like, you know, the inability to let go of something from the past here. If it was even about you or something else or someone else that, you know, involves whoever this is. This is definitely a soul connection, so this is definitely someone that's around you in some capacity, but it could be one of those, you know, where you take it as, well, they complain all the time, or that, you know, I'm not going to show up for this anymore. Seems to be a little bit of inability to let something go, and that's why you're showing up as, well, I'm not available for that. Baby girl? Is it because I called you guys out? I gave you away, that you went to the box and now you're not leaving me alone. Anyways, that's it. Moving on to Virgo. Oh man, I wonder, she outgrew her bed from when she was a kitten, but then Kai used it, and now Kai is not using it anymore, and nobody's using it anymore. It's just sitting on the side of the desk here. So, you know how you're having a hard time letting this shit go sometimes? You know, like that little bed from where they were a kitten, and then before you know, you got 100 beds. But she was 2 years old here, or I'm like, okay, let it go. They don't use it anymore. It's just taking up space. It's like, yeah, but I'll see. I'll think about it. Anyways, so excuse me, Juno. On your side, you got the Three of Wands, the Star, the Page of Wands. You've been wanting something for a minute here. I'm not sure with this Page of Wands. It almost looks like you've not only wanted something, but also started pursuing it, or at least playing around with the idea of whatever this is. So it feels like a good energy. It does feel like it's something that, again, shows up on your list of heart's desire for quite a minute. I think you're starting to play with it or go in that direction somehow. It feels like a good energy. It feels like one of those, not necessarily like, finally I can do this, no, but it's like, you know, I've been thinking about this for a minute here, but now I'm doing it. Now I'm okay, let's do it. You even seem excited about it. It's not one of those, oh man, I've been getting ready and I've been prepping, and no, there's a little sense of excitement for whatever this is. Because it feels like it's something difficult, but at the same time, something that would bring you some form of relief or joy. The energy attached to you, the Hangman, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords. This energy, although it's coming up with a sense of presence and a sense of connected to their heart, connected to their own needs, they also feel like they're quite stuck in their head. I don't know if they got stuck with something in particular that they're thinking, oh, you know, I want to work on whatever, but I don't know what to do about it, or if it's a more general kind of an idea of them being stuck. It does feel like it applies on a general basis in the sense of, you know, as an energy, yeah, they are able to step into connecting to their heart and being in the present moment, but for some reason they're stuck in their head. Okay, so this energy is not moving much by the looks of it. For the connection, the Queen of Cups, the Chariot, the Page of Cups. There's some sort of involvement or interest kind of dropping here. If this is something, let's say, you wanted to team up with whoever this is to work on something, and the excitement was there initially and it made sense initially, now it's starting to drop. Now it's starting to feel like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, you know, with whoever this is. So I don't know if that's what we're talking about as an energy dropping in the sense of this teamwork, this partnership, or if it's something else that this partnership is already involved with, but the involvement is starting to drop. Let me see what the universe has. The Six of Swords, the Judgment card, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's some distancing that's at play, and it's been happening for a minute. And it's not easy, but it does come through as some distancing happening between you and this energy. Whether it's, you know, fully taken in or not, it's here as an energy where I see your energy and this energy kind of slowly but surely distancing from one another. Okay, that explains the lack of interest or participation here. But that's it. Why do you have so much litter on your... I'm not even gonna ask. I know why. I told on you already. Alright, moving on to fire signs. Aries. I'm sorry, Juno. Don't come after my cards. She's like, you come after my litter, I'm coming after your cards. No! Sorry. I can't help it though. I'm like a freaking... She's got one little dot of litter on her paw right there. And I just want to pick it up and pull. Because it's just, you know. And normally I would. If I didn't have this going on, I would. Because I don't care. She would come after me, I would run. But no, I wouldn't. She's not that bad. But she came after my cards. Calm the fuck on. Anyways. On your side, you get the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. You're manifesting something. You're in great energy to be manifesting something good, especially. You're super, like, standing in your power. You're super strong, super in your heart open. So all the elements are aligning for this manifestation to come through. So whatever it is you're manifesting, you're looking good in that energy. Now, the energy attached to you, the Ten of Cups, the Hangman, the King of Pentacles. Man, this energy has it going on too. As far as their stability goes, they're super happy, super stoked about where things are at, how they feel about it all, where they stand, you know, all of that. So it feels like a good energy that could be especially focused on their stability right now. Don't fuck with Capricorn. Hold on. She wants Capricorn. Oh no, that's Mama's. No, that's Mama's toy. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good here. Capricorn doesn't need your assistance. Okay. She picked up, yeah, Capricorn. She went after Capricorn. So Scorpios and Cappies. To keep your tail to yourself, I still need to... Yeah, she's very... that Scorpio tail. Keep it to yourself, Juno. It's fine. Alrighty. For the connection, the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the High Priestess. Things are looking pretty much okay here. Someone, one of you, and I don't know who it is, I kind of suspect the both of you actually, may have the tendency to sometimes overthink things and complicate things, but it doesn't last long, luckily. Because you do got these energies going on for you, so for the most part, you're keeping it stable, you're keeping it nice, as a teamwork type of a setting of whatever this is. So for the most part, in the bigger picture, everything feels right. There's those times in which, okay, and then it goes away, you know? So, okay. Okay. Let me see up what the universe has. The Devil, the King of Swords, the Tower. Ooh, somebody's about to get put in their place, potentially. Someone's ego is coming out, but it's coming out quite... I think controlling, bossy maybe. It's almost one of those, because things are feeling equal and balanced here, one of the energies may have the tendency to overstep, to be like, I have to be the one in charge. I have to, you know, I have to take control here, and like bossy type of an attitude. I don't know who's doing that and why they're doing that. Let me think, because it just doesn't apply for the overall energies here. So why would somebody show up all of a sudden with an attitude? And it's an unhealthy pattern that's being brought up to the surface for one of you. I suspect this energy right here in the middle, which I don't know who that is, if it's you or them. I think a challenge may be coming through for whatever this is, and I kind of see them scared, starting to get scared and trying to take control over the situation, and that's when this unhealthy pattern is coming to the surface for whoever this is, in the sense of they may feel a sudden need to take control of things in general, and that creates a little bit of an unhealthy aspect to things here for this whole dynamic. So if that's you, you would know. If that's them, hopefully they acknowledge this and work through this. Yeah, some sort of challenge might be bringing this controlling aspect to the surface. But that's it. Alrighty, moving on to Mother of Gods. Fuck, I hate when it's right there and then it goes back. No! You came here to sneeze? Finish the goddamn job, man. No. Anyways, Leo. Cosmo's gonna need a haircut soon. She's like Felix, fur type. Where, because she's used to me maneuvering her and even washing her from when she had the ringworm situation, I can groom her easily. The problem is she gets those knots just like Felix. It's those really close to the skins ones where it's like, I can't. Nothing I can do about. I mean, I could, but that would take forever because she gets quite a lot. It's not one. So she might need a haircut soon. But anyways, on your side, you got the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords. You're keeping yourself stuck in a particular situation. Not intentionally. There's a lot of you being up here with it all, and that's what keeps you stuck for the most part here. You've been showing up in this energy for freaking ever. Not for freaking ever, but for a few months now. You know, you're 1 foot out the door. You're on your way out of something, but because you're keeping yourself stuck in that something from up here, you're not doing it. You're still showing up as 1 foot out the door. The energy attached to you, the Temperance card, the Five of Cups, the Fool. Somebody's carrying a load of stuff here with them. I have no idea what this energy would be to you, because I'm trying to see if it matches in the frequency of whatever you're keeping yourself stuck into. I can't figure it out. But I do see that this energy is holding on to a lot of crap. A lot of shit. They're still kind of pushing through, though. They're not showing up as being necessarily pulled down or, you know, weighed down by whatever this crap is. It's one of those where I don't see a lot of healing involved over past traumas and past things that they may have experienced. And not only that, they're hanging on to that baggage, like with everything they got. Like, this baggage comes with, okay, I'm gonna experience some sort of trauma here, we'll throw it in the baggage, we'll carry it with us. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Despite that, I still see them kind of like, you know, nothing happened, nothing weighs heavy here, I'm good. Okay, but you got like 10 suitcases with you. Yeah, so, don't you? So what? It's fine. I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on pulling on the suitcases as if nothing. Okay. For the connection, the Two of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Four of Wands. And this energy that keeps you stuck sets you up in this kind of mindset of, I have no fucking clue what to do here. So you're in the bubble of I don't know about the situation. Let me see. What the universe has. The Four of Wands, the Moon, the Six of Swords. Nah, same thing. Same thing. There's a commitment here to something or someone, and the energy that it carries, you know, under that surface layer of I don't know what to do about it, the energy that it carries is you showing up with one foot out the door. From an energetic standpoint, you've already created distance from this. Physically, one foot out, the other one in. Okay, so you're kind of looking to be a little stuck here, but that's it. Moving on to Sagittarius. Heard Cosmo doing the chitter chatter yet. I know Juno does it, I know Felix does it. Kai does his typical trill. I don't recall hearing him doing the chatter. But her, I haven't heard her yet. I'm curious if she's ever gonna do it or how she's gonna sound. Anyways, on your side, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Hold on. There's an aspect of, hold on, let me get my cards out of Juno's tail. Way. Okay. There's almost like to me it feels a little sudden or unexpected. No, I wouldn't call it unexpected. I don't think it was expected either, but I wouldn't call it unexpected. Sudden. A type of an energy here that shows up like a loss or a potential for a loss. And I see you kind of showing up in a sense of, I'm not sure I can handle this, you know? Like it's very, very difficult to deal with whatever this is. So you are showing up in a place of up in the air, like you're unsure. Can I handle this? Can I not? Can I, like, what's happening here? The energy attached to you, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. This energy is really, really, really trying to not get affected much by this, to not let whatever's going on, you know, kind of bring them down and things like that. They're trying being the key word here. And they're trying to show up in the best way possible for the situation. The fuck is going on here? For the connection, the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. See, that's the thing. That's why it's not showing up unexpected, or it's not feeling for me unexpected, because you kind of knew that this was going to happen. You kind of knew, whatever this is, and I don't know what we're talking about. But you're showing up as knowing that this is going to happen, just not knowing when exactly. And I think this is the when. Or the beginning of the when. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Empress, the Three of Wands, the Judgment card. I mean, deep, deep, deep down within you, you've known for a very long time that whatever this is was going to take place. Now, even on the surface, you're giving me a sense of aligning with that deeper sense of you and knowing. But from a soul perspective, whatever this experience is for you, you knew that it was, you know, just a pin on the map of your life, that it was gonna come through, it was gonna happen. And you're also telling me through that depth that this could be a possibility for a very transformational type of an energy for you and your experience. So as much as you may think right now, I don't know what the fuck is going on, I don't know what's happening, I don't know if I can handle this and things like that, this might be one of those experiences throughout your life that could potentially turn out to be very healing for you if you let it. Because this is like reinforcement, your higher self showing up and telling me this is it, you know, this is one of those big ones. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but it's big. It's bigger than you think it is, probably. And yeah, and that's it. Moving on to air signs, Libra. All right, on your side, you get the Queen of Wands, the Hermit, the Ten of Swords. I can't tell if this Ten of Swords is a way of you feeling defeated over something, or if something is looking like it's kind of heading south. This is you, this is your life, and somewhere here, somewhere, just one little aspect, one little corner of, you know, all of that kind of makes up your life there is looking like it's sinking, it's going down. And I have no idea what that is. You're definitely involved in it because it's your life, so it's something that would affect you. Now, I like how you're showing up, though, because you're showing up super steady. Almost in a sense of acceptance. Like, okay, things sometimes go down. Things sometimes go out of our life completely, you know? like you're showing like you have a handle on you and how you deal with that, you know. That's gonna happen. Whether or not you deal in a healthy way with it, it's still gonna happen, you know. Now, as that's happening, what are you gonna do with you? And you're showing me that you got it. You got it. You can hold yourself in that healthy energy that's gonna make it still suck, whatever that is, but more handleable. More, you know, you're coming out of it from a sense of, at least maybe I'm sane, or I think I'm sane. Because if I were to not accept that and go against that and try to take control and try to change that, you would probably end up in a place of so far gone in your mind that you would probably think you're out of your mind. You know what I mean? So you're handling it quite nice there. Keeping it steady there. The energy attached to you, the 9 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers. That's the thing. It's interesting how everything shows up here. Because even on this side of the fence, when I look at this energy, it's shown up filled with love, right? But then there's normally I would call that an ending. But I would, for this case, in the way that the energies are shown up, it's almost shown up as a little bit of a disruption, a little bit of a pause, you know? Like, okay, there's love, and then there's this big-ass pause, and then there's continuation to that love. It almost feels a little deeper, in all honesty. Interesting. So, again, normally I would consider that a break, a pause, or even a complete separation. In this case, it feels like a little bit of a pause or a disruption, and then things resume in a bigger, deeper way, actually. Okay. For the connection, the 3 of Wands, the Strength card, the King of Swords. Bigger and better. I keep getting this sense of, after this pause, there's something that shows up just bigger and better, including your energy, including the way you're taking all of this and the whole situation all together. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. It gives us a strength of sense. No matter how difficult or even unwanted this break or pause or separation is, everything turns out for the better. You know, take this tail and shove it up your... She's so stinking cute. She's watching birds from the corner of the table and she's flinging her tail. Not giving a shit that, hey, you know, you can do this from anywhere else in this room. No, I want to do it from here. And shove that tail in the camera. Okay. Let me see what the universe has. The Emperor, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Cups. You know what this energy reminds me of, in all honesty? It doesn't have to be that, but the more I turn the cards, the more I flip the cards here, there is a connection to someone here on your end, and I'll tell you what it reminds me of personally. But there is a connection to somebody here that's very, very, you're very bonded to whoever this is. There is something in the middle there. Something's happening that does create a sense of separation or a break or something. But then it continues on, potentially even in a bigger way. This reminds me of, for me personally, when my dad passed away, and I felt my connection to him even stronger after he passed away. So kind of like that a little bit. So I don't know what the hell this is for you. Maybe it's that, somebody moving on, or maybe it's just a physical separation to some extent, but, you know, doesn't take away from this. It actually empowers this in a way, you know. So I don't know, but okay. But that's it. Moving on to Aquarius. The thing is, if I do the cards like this, she'll fling her tail on it. Because, you know, there's a little bit of a breeze from the cards. I think she's sleeping now. I know, Aquarius. Your favorite is Juno. I know she's your favorite. Stop it. I know, you guys. I almost want to bring her in for every Aquarius video. I'll bring them all in. Anyways. The Queen has spoken. The tale of the Queen has spoken. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles. You're looking sharp. You're looking good. You're looking like you got it. You're good. There's a lot of self-love involved. There's a lot of self-care. So whatever this energy is of confidence and, you know, I'm good where I'm at, is coming a lot from that energy that's present here of you putting yourself first and doing a lot for you at this moment in time. So you're showing up pretty sharp here. Pretty nice. Now, the energy attached to you, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Fool. You're dealing with a little bit of a stubborn willy-nilly here. There's a little bit of, well, yeah, I care for you, but I don't care. Something like that. Like a little bit of, I think they're trying to put up an attitude, but they don't know how to do it, and they end up being kind of silly about it or something, because it's not believable, this energy at all. It's like, I don't give a shit. Oh, are you hurt? Oh, did you hurt yourself? But you said you don't give a shit. Yeah, but I saw you scratching, you know, a little bit by the, you know, I care. Oh, you do. Yeah, that's I don't fucking know. For the connection, the Page of Swords, the Lovers, the Seven of Wands. Come the fuck on, dude. It's the second time. Fucking sneeze, man. I think you don't want to be dealing with this. If it's almost like, now I don't want to go there because I don't want your energy to be, oh, I'm too serious, but it comes through as a little childish, a little like, what the fuck are we doing here? Are we playing games? Are we like, well, are you in or are you out? You know, because their energy seems to be, I'm out, but I can't be out because it's like, make up your fucking mind, because you are showing up pretty straightforward, pretty clear. You would expect you would deal with the same energy in return, right? No, because it's this energy right here. So I don't think you're interested much, you know. It's one of those, until they get their shit together, you know, and match me and my frequency of clarity and stability and, you know, where I'm at. I'm not sure. There's still a little bit of, you know, a little something open towards this, but for the most part, I don't think you want to be putting up with this for as long as it's going to show up like this. Kind of like, make up your mind, dude. Okay. Let me see what the universe has. The Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords, the Page of Cups. But then you're showing up as, dude, they're making me fucking crazy. Like, I can't stand this. Because I see, in your energy, you're very clear. You're very, I'm not putting up with this shit. You know, and that should be your answer, but it's not, because physically you're still showing up as, all right, let me give this another chance. You know, let me try. Maybe I'm not seeing the whole picture or something. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I have too many expectations. Maybe, you know, let me try. And then it goes back to the same thing. Still dealing with the same indecisive type of an energy, basically. So you're kind of spinning in circles with this one. Because deep down, I'm like, you know exactly how to handle this, you know? On the surface, from a mental perspective, kind of rolls you around like a freaking frisbee here. I don't know what the hell is going on, but that's it. Oopsie. Alrighty, moving on to Gemini. Gemini means business, man. On your side, you get the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Justice card. You're like, peace out. I'm good. Goodbye. I'm done here. And then you go. You're giving me that sense that the best thing to do right now is to split apart from an energy that you no longer view as resonating with you, as working out for you, or whatever the case. But you're definitely shutting that door. You're definitely saying, I'm done. You know? Now, whether or not you're doing this, because it's one thing that I see here in the energies of, oh, I'm done, oh, this, that, and the other. It's another to actually do it, to go through with this process. But you are showing up as very, I'm done. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Page of Swords, the Temperance card, the High Priestess. Not a lot is showing up from this. This energy shows up as being highly intuitive, but they're not using much of that. They're not using much of anything. They're not showing up much. They haven't been shown up much for a while. Even though they can. They have the resources to. So that in itself should have given you the answer. If they wanted to, they would. Maybe that's why you're shutting this down. I don't know. For the connection, the Five of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords. That's the thing. It's not the first time that you shut this down, potentially. Because you keep on showing me here a reference to the past in which, you know, you've done this before, and then you keep on coming back to it. Not to say that at some point in time you're actually going to close this off, because you actually might at some point, yeah. You know, how many times can you keep on doing the same thing for? At some point you're going to change something with that. So this could be that time. But you are referencing the past, like, you know, where it's kind of making this look something like, I'm done. And this time, I'm really done. How many times did you say that before? Well, no, but this time, yeah. For the King of Wands, from the universe, you get the King of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. You can't. You're like, but I feel this, you know, strong connection. They're very charming too. Like, I can't stand up to them. I can't really, because they show up and they got this freaking unexplained, out of this world charm, and then they get me stuck in this again. No, they're not. With all their charm and with all their, you get yourself stuck in this, not them. You know, they can show up as freaking Buddha with the fucking clown hat on. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Who the fuck cares? Yeah, they're irresistible. I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. You kind of answer the question of, is this the last time? You're sure? Yeah, this is the last time. No, this time? This time, they're still going to show up irresistible. What are you going to do then? Well, no, this time. I'm not saying, you could be done this time. I've done that. We've all done that. We've all gone through the this time phase at some point. We've all been done with something this time for good. So, moving on to water signs, since it's starting to pour out there, why not? Pisces. I'm like, why was that so hard? I love it when it rains in this room, especially because I can hear it. On the windows, on the skylight. I love the sound of rain. Like I can hear it in the house too, but it's not the same. This is more, almost more connected to nature. Alrighty, on your side you get the Seven of Swords, the Sun, the Ace of Wands. Ooh, you're doing something or saying something and then you're kind of giving me a sense of I don't really mean it. So, and it's something nice. Whatever you're doing or saying here, it's something really, really nice, really sweet. Like, most of us would want to be part of this energy, but then you're like, I don't really mean it, you know. I half mean it. I don't know what that means, but okay. For the energy attached to you, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. This is someone that's struggling, maybe. And maybe that's what you mean with your energy. Maybe because this is someone that's kind of struggling, you're trying to be nice to whoever this is. They're struggling with the idea of connecting to you. I don't know if that's kind of Mission Impossible or something, or they're trying too much or too little. But ultimately their goal is to connect to you somehow. And in the middle there's a big chunk of, you know, all sorts of thoughts about it and all sorts of things that just complicate things for them in terms of how do they connect to you. So maybe this is you acknowledging that, hey, they're struggling, you know, they're going through a hard time. Like, I don't want to like feed off this type of a behavior or this type of like, I don't want them to believe that we're on the same page necessarily, because I don't think you are. But at the same time, you're also trying to be nice to them, maybe. But not too nice so that they take it in who knows what ways. So it's maybe that's why you're showing up in this energy of, I didn't really mean that. For the connection, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. You're not on the same page here. And is this like a friendship that is trying, at least from one end, to turn into something else? Because there seems to be a little bit of tiptoeing around it. There seems to be a little bit of, for the most part, this is good, or it has potential for something, but there's tiptoeing around it. It's not full-on blast of, hey, you know, that's who I am, that's what I want, that's what I believe should happen here. No, there's like, you know, I'm just gonna be nice about it, but like, I don't really feel the same way, or we're just not on the same page. But that's not being made clear, though. There's a little bit of, nobody's really being super obvious or super clear about things here. You know, if anything, there's a little bit of mystery surrounding this. And I think it's because, you know, maybe you, maybe them, maybe the both of you don't want to step on each other's toes. From the universe, you get the Hangman, the Star, the Three of Pentacles. There is a partnership involved. I think one of you, if not the both of you, are trying to change the rules of this partnership, though. You know? Maybe this is someone you're working with, and all of a sudden, they're kind of asking you out for a beer at the local bar because they want to get to know you better, just for friendship, or, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. You're like, no, you know, work is work. I don't want to cross things here. I don't know. There seems to be something revolving a partnership here that I think is going through a transition, this whole dynamic. It's trying to, at least. And I think things are not very clear about where things are at in regards to this dynamic and where things are potentially heading. So, okay. But that's it. Moving on to Scorpio. Where is my Scorpios? Oh. One. Oh, why is she sleeping? Why is she so cute? Juno's still unsettled, playing with the new toy I got them, which I managed to break after 5 seconds. It was so soft. It's like, how can they make such soft toys that are supposedly bendable and stretchy, and the minute I stretch it a little too far, it breaks. Well, because maybe it's not for humans, it's for cats, because they didn't break it. I broke it. Anyways, whatever. It's still in place, but it's a little, you know, crooked. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the High Priestess. You're very assertive, very determined, very on top of things here. In terms of what you desire as an outcome for whatever's going on here. So you're showing me, I want for this to work out, and that's where I'm shooting from here. Okay, so we're talking about a partnership to someone. The energy attached to you, the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. For some reason, this feels like an energy that spreads out a little bit, in the sense of they too want for things to work out, but they want for things to work out with everything that moves around them, with everyone that pops into their life, you know? Like, it feels like their energy is spread out. Not in the way that you may think of, oh yeah, you know, because third party type of a thing. No, not in that way necessarily. I see them spread out everywhere, in the sense of their friends, family, everything. Everything that, especially new energy that may come into their life, maybe trying to impress it or something. I have no idea. This looks like an energy of thinking that if they give a little bit everywhere, then everybody's happy, or something like that. And it's like, hold on. And then they manage to not evenly distribute that energy, you know, even. So, because it doesn't make sense. It's like, if everybody gets a little bit of piece of my energy, then everybody's going to be happy. I don't know. It's kind of a distorted idea of make love not war. I don't fucking know. So then you end up giving to everybody? Yeah. Ideal. Whatever. Anyways, where your energy is more directed, like, I want for this to work out, they also show me, yeah, I want for this to work out, but only 5%, because I got to give 5% there, 5% there, 5% there, 5%. You know? So it's like, okay, well. Anyways. From the universe, you get the Three of Swords, the Temperance card, the Seven of Cups. Why are we putting up with this? It's not evenly distributed. It's not evenly... Okay, let's say their ideal way of making love not war works, right? You would have to show up in the same energy to make this work. You don't. Your direction is, I want to make this work. Okay, but they want to make this work, but also 100 other energies around you as well. Is that cool? No, apparently not, because it brings up pain for you, and it did bring up pain for you. It's a matter of balance. It's not matching from that balancing state. It's just not working out. You give, let's say 50%. Let's not even say 100. You give 50% to whoever this is. They give to you back 5%. Is that even? Does that match? No. When that doesn't match, look, Juno even is going crazy right now. She's like, no, it doesn't. When that doesn't match, it's going to bring up pain for you, whether you're conscious of it or not, which has been here building up for you for a while. May I assist you, Juno? Juno? Baby girl. Why are you going nuts? Because you want what you want when you want it. Well, no. So it hasn't been working out for a while because this situation has been going on for a while, and you're still part of it with your 50% versus 5%. So for as long as this is going to be like that, and they're not going to match up what you're giving here, apparently you're just building some sort of pain here, not anything necessarily beneficial. Well, it would be beneficial to your healing once you see this. I've never seen her going so nuts. She's just jumping all over. Is the toy making them go nuts? I think so. I gotta show you this toy. Even Blue is at the door. It's like, what's going on with Juno? I don't know, Blue, I don't know. She's very... She even woke up Cosmo. Anyways, moving on to Cancer. She's just jumping up. She's just jumping up in the air. She hasn't done that since she was a kitten. I don't understand. And now she's scratching at the door. On Blue's face. On your side, you get the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the Page of Wands. Hold on. Okay. We're talking about a partnership and you involving yourself in a partnership. And we're talking about, especially on your side, how much do you choose to involve yourself in this partnership. But your starting point is that of, I don't want to get hurt, so I'm not going to be involving myself too much. When you set this up like that, when that's how you start your entrance in this, guess what's going to happen? You're manifesting that. I don't want to get hurt. That's a fear that you're going to get hurt. Fear manifests our reality. It makes it happen. So instead of doing that, why not take a look at that fear? What would hurt you? You know, what within you says you would get hurt if you opened up to this, or if you know, what is in there that kind of points at that pain? And start healing that, rather than entering any kind of situation from a place of fear and from a place of getting hurt. Because one, you would never, ever open up to any experiences out there in your future if this fear is holding you back. And then what's the point then? You know, to not open up, to open up just a little bit. And two, you're living through your own fears. You're not living through your authentic self. So it's up to you, because you're kind of limiting yourself here to begin with. I'm not going to open up much. I'm going to give it a try because it feels nice, but like, yeah. So how are you going to experience this to the fullest if you don't open up to it fully? The energy attached to you, the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups. Yeah, it is a partnership. I don't know what kind. Looks to be part of your soul family. Whoever this is seems open to go with it, to learn from whatever this experience is. So, for the connection, the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. It looks like it's progressing, it's moving forward, it is forming into something, but remember this, at the foundation of all of this, there's that fear. So you're building that foundation with fear in it. What do you think is going to happen to that foundation at some point? Is it not going to crack? Because that's what fear has a tendency to do. So right now, yeah, it's moving along. It's a little bumpy here and there because, you know, whatever. And which, whatever, meaning that fear. But, you know. Okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, the Judgment card. It's up to you. It's up to you how you want for... Do you want for this to build from a neutral, flat type of a surface? Or do you want it to build on a hole that's, you know, pre-existent to the whole foundation, but there's already the surface is unlevel, everything, and that's the fear. It's what you're laying out for this. If you're laying out a surface filled with fear, then it's going to be uneven, it's going to be cracked, it's going to be all sorts of... It's up to you. If you want to fully open up to a new experience without that fear in there, or fear is always going to be with us. It's a matter of, can you acknowledge it and work with it as it goes with you, and not allow it to lay out your foundation for whatever experiences you got going on. It's going to be your call how you're going to show up for this ultimately, you know. But yeah, that's it. That's what we got. And we, Blue's sleeping. Yeah, we're gonna skip Blue for today, because you know, you've had probably plenty of Juno. And where's Cosmo? Oh, she's back with the squirrels. You woke Cosmo up, girl. No, don't chew on stuff. No, don't chew on stuff. Why are you so... Somebody, and it wasn't me, spoiled the shit out of you, girl. And I have to suffer the consequences for that. But this shade ain't gonna work with me. Yes, it will. She's a cat at the end of the day. No, it won't. But she is spoiled. Like hell. Juno? No. No. No means no. Don't be that cat. I don't understand what the hell she's doing, but okay. Anyways. Yeah, Blue went back. No, he's in front of the door, but I'm too lazy to go get him. You will see him in the lives, because he's gonna show up with me, because I'm not gonna be here for the lives. I'm gonna be around the house, so they'll be there. Too lazy to not lazy, but it's like I gotta hop out, hop back in, get him. He is sleeping now. But anyways, you will have the... What month is this? Oh, October. Really? Monthly readings, apparently. You will have them by the end of this weekend. So, that's it. That's what I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. Any announcement for anything that comes up that's going to be new that I bring to the table, you're going to find on YouTube, not anywhere else on any other platform. You're going to hear it on YouTube first, and then potentially TikTok, but YouTube first. But that's it. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I had a scratch. And I'll see you next time. Bye.